Oh, shall we do that? Go around so you can practice talking and saying the sentence?
It's hard for me.
Huh?
It's complicated.
It's complicated? Okay, so we're going to take Nai, you and Aruni do, you're going to say, one of you will say, this is my classmate Ben Navarro, and his birthday is January 18th. So you're going to say that, Nai. And Aruni, you're going to say, nice to meet you, Ben. So you're introducing Ben Navarro to Aruni. Does that make sense or not? No. Or shall we just do move on? I think move on. I think it's going to be too long, yeah. Okay, we'll move on. Okay, so we're going to go back to page 155. I'm sorry I'm so erratic on this. We're going to go back to page 155 and we're going to read exercise 3A. We're going to read that and then we're going to, we'll fill in this part. Because what we're going to read is on page 4. That's where we're going to fill in. Okay, so let's start. We're going to go around the room and do pairs, two and two again. So, I'm going to read this first. It looks like we don't have an A and B on this. Why don't we have each of you read though one? There's five sentences here. We're going to go around the room and have each of you read a sentence. So, Chuck, why don't you start with number 1? And you read that, and then Aruni will read number 2. We're going to go around and read each of the sentences, and then when we finish it, the next person will start with number 1. Does that make sense? Okay, so
And Stephen do their homework and study in the library every day.
Yesterday, they wrote a paragraph about their families.
Right now, they are studying for a vocabulary test.
Tomorrow, they are not going to study in the library.
Stephen is going to go to work tomorrow afternoon, and Amin is going to take his grandmother to the doctor.
okay, good. Now let's see, 3A. Okay, so what it wants you to do is listen to each sentence, complete the chart, check. This is just too complicated. It doesn't even make any sense to me. It doesn't make sense, does it? How can we do this to make it more? Listen to each sentence, complete the chart. Okay, so this first sentence, Armin, I'm going to read these then. Okay, so you're going to go refer to this chart up here at the top. And again, now this is getting into grammar. I don't know if you want to do grammar. So Armin and Stefan do their homework and study in the library every day. So it's asking, is that sentence number 1, is it now, every day, yesterday, or tomorrow? So it's got to check every day. Number 2, yesterday they wrote paragraphs about their families. Yesterday. Right now they're studying for a vocabulary test. Now. Tomorrow they're not going to study in the library. Tomorrow. Stefan is going to work tomorrow afternoon, and Armin is going to take his grandmother to the doctor tomorrow. It's pretty basic, very basic stuff. I think we should just talk. What do we talk about in this book? Let's just discuss the pictures. We've still got 10 minutes before break here. I don't know now if I like this book. Do you like this book?
Yes, yes,
You like this book?
I
You like it? Okay. So what I should do is have one of you come up and teach class. Okay, so let's talk about the picture here. So how many students, how many people are talking to this lady?
There are 3 people.
3 people.
Yeah.
And what does it look like she's doing? She's got her arm extended.
She spoke to class, English class.
She's showing them to English class. Or it could be anywhere, but she's giving directions. She's holding her arm out. So that's the body language. And down here, Lena, what are they doing down here in this corner? It's on page 2 and 3. So what are they doing down in this corner, down here? Does she have the page? Yeah. So I want you to tell me what these students are doing. Yeah.
They are reading the book.
They are reading books. Okay, so, and you could say they might be students. So the students are reading books. Now, Renee, what are you saying? She what?
Not gossip.
She's discussing me.
No.
Well, that's okay. There's a lot to discuss, I guess, about me this morning. I'm not doing a very good job, I feel, this morning. This is, so that's good. The students are reading books, or they're reading books. The students are reading books. So if you look at a picture, you're going to say, okay, so what are these 2 people doing? Lorraine, I'm going to pick on you. What are they doing?
I think man introduce girl
They are
to
talking
English
to each
class.
other.
Do you think they're going to English class?
They talk to each other and talk to each other.
They know each other.
Yeah.
The man and the woman know each other. Or they could be asking directions each other and are talking. We are assuming that they know each other. That's what we're assuming. Oh, got it. Thank you. And what is he doing? He's using body language. He's got his hand up, so he's using some type of body language. Yeah, body language. So, right, body. So we can. So when we look at this, when we look at these pictures. pictures, we can tell from their body language what they're doing. They're looking down, so it's body language. They're reading, they're talking, giving directions.
He have book on his hand, on his arm.
He has a book under his arm.
Yes.
Okay, so he has a book under his arm. Good. So this is what I want you to be doing, is to tell me about little things in the picture so that you can practice, the small sentences. So that's good. So he has a book under his arm. So he's got a book under his arm. And what about the woman?
She had a book.
She is carrying books. She is carrying a book in her
อันนี้เราจะ carry ก็ถือ
arms. So he has a book under his. Good morning, Matt. Good morning. So she has a book he has a book under his arm. She is carrying a book in her arms.
Can I say she is holding?
She's holding a book. She's holding a book in her arms. Not hugging, but she's holding.
Can I say that?
Holding. Yes, you could say she is carrying a book in her arms. She is holding a book.
พี่น้องเหนือเคยยัง
ฮะ
เหนือเคยยัง
เล่มสีเล่ม
เล่นสองค่ะ
ว่าไปดูในนี้
So I am holding a book in my arm.
เด็กครับ
Hmm?
they have information
They're looking for information. They're wanting information. Okay, so the people here are wanting information. Are wanting information. Or you could use, they're asking. The people are asking for information. Good. And then, so this lady is,
This lady is giving information about English classes.
okay, so the woman is giving information about information and directions, maybe. Maybe she's giving directions. Information. And directions. To the English class. Good, good. What are the library hours? Do you see the sign?
Library hours 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Monday through Wednesday. Monday through Wednesday. So I would say, what are your library hours? So let me bring that up. What are your library hours?
9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Many times I go in,
12 hours.
okay, so what are your library hours?
Monday to Wednesday and 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Okay, good. Okay, so what you could do, okay, so if you see that sign, so for instance, I go to a restaurant, and instead, and the people say, I say, what are your hours? What hours are you open? What are you? So, what hours are you open?
Teacher, we can do it for school hour.
School hours?
We can
Yeah, you can do, yeah,
school hour,
what are the school hours?
school hour or office
Office
hour.
hours. So you've got to identify, so what are the library hours? What hours are the library open? What hours is the school open? What hours is your store open? And the person could say, oh, look at the sign. So if they have different days, different hours, you could tell the person, please look at the sign. Please, the sign will give you the hours. Please read the sign for the hours. So we're just saying for the hours, we could say that we're open, but usually people know, they're asking for when they're open, so you just shorten it to this. Please read the sign for the hours. So you can shorten it like that, or you could put in for the hours we are open. So with a lot of people coming in to the library, this woman might say, with a lot of people, and she doesn't have the time to go over this, she can say, please look at the sign for the hours. Now what's another, what other picture, or what's in the picture that tells us this is a library? If it didn't have the sign. If it didn't have this library sign, how would we know that that's a library? And lots of, because,
Many books.
so there are many books.
Yeah.
And they're in cases that are labeled with the C, yeah, with the alphabet, so that you can. Okay. Well, let's take a break. 10 minutes. And get back. Okay, now we're over. You're not taking breaks? Take a break.
10
Move your body.
minutes. 10 minutes.
10-minute break, yes. Move around, exercise, do some stretches. Up and down. Up and down. Hop, hop. Are you doing enough? How many scoops? In one scoop of coffee? And how much? One cream? 2 creams.
พี่เป๊กกับดีค่ะ
Good. We just exercise. Yes, sir.
What day is the last day for you?
The last day that I will be in class is the 8th of September, which is a Friday. Yeah. Oh, no. You don't. No, you don't. Stand up. Do you have a middle initial? Because it says it's, yes, it's J.
ห้องแรกเลยนะห้องติดบันได
So, do you have a
ห้อง
middle
แรกอยู่ชั้น
initial?
สองไม่ใช่ห้องที่ประจันเรา
Okay,
The room number
it's
1
asking,
ตรงข้ามบันได
it's not about you, it's about the question. So, the answer is yes,
first
it's
room
J.
first
That's the
number 1
answer.
room พอ
So
เข้าไปเสร็จ
you
ปุ๊บ
have a
มันจะ
middle
มีเสื้อ
initial.
ที่นอน sleeping area มัน
Yes,
จะมีกระ
it's
เป๋า
J.
กระเป๋า
And do you look at it?
ข้างในกระเป๋ามันจะมีที่
Is
จ่าย
that good? Well, if you don't have, if you,
แล้วก็
not the story, but if
บ
you
น
don't
บน
have a
โต๊ะ
middle
มันจะมีฮาร์ดดิส
initial,
ก์
you
สี
say,
เขียว
I do not have,
เป็นกล่องสีดำ
I do not
ใช่
have,
พ่นออกมาแล้วเป็นนี่มันจะเป็นอย่างนี้
I do not have a, oh, thank
ก็
you.
มีสายไฟ
I do not have a middle initial.
ฮาร์ดดิสก์พี่น้องฮาร์ดดิสก์บล็อกgreen color
Yes.
อยู่บนโต๊ะ on the table small table
Oh, it's something.
near my computer
What's
green
your
color block
address?
แบบนี้นะ
Address.
ที่เซ็ตที่ใส่ข้อมูลนะประมาณ
Just write in address.
เอามา2 อันมีอะไรบ้าง
Oh, okay, you're writing yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
ที่ชาร์จอยู่ที่ไหนในกระเป๋านั่นกระเป๋าเอานั่นแล้วก็อะไรอีกฮาร์ดดิสก์สีน้ำเงินไม่ใช่สีเขียว blue color อยู่บนโต๊ะ on small table วาง
That's your
มีอะไร
address.
บ้าง
Okay,
แล้ว
so
ก็แจ้ง
then,
ผู้แจ้ง
what's
Yeah.
your,
จำได้ไหม
what's your zip
ไอแพด
code?
แท็บเล็ตแล้วก็อะไรอีก
So, what is your zip code?
ฮาร์ดดิสก์สีน้ำเงิน
So write in your
วางบนโต๊ะ
zips.
วางบนโต๊ะ put on the table small
Zip
table
code. So on your address,
แล้วก็ล็อกกุญแจเรียบร้อย
so you have your address is 257, is it? So you have your address is 257, and then, is it Bangkok? Bangkok,
BKK.
BKK, and then your zip code will be here. It's usually 5
2 อย่าง
digits.
จำได้เนาะที่ชาร์จในแท็บเล็ตรู้จักนะ
Yeah, so that's
Yeah, that would be-
20120. That's what this is. What's your zip code? Okay. Do you have an apartment number? Apartment. You say no. You have your own house, right? No apartment.
ไปทักเลยนะ
And what is your telephone number?
It's mobile.
Okay, well, that's good, yeah, so, and then what's your date of birth? It's the same thing. So when you're filling out an application, that's what you put in. Okay.
Finish.
You're finished, yeah. Yeah, okay. Do you need, you get up? Oh, you were getting your exercise.
Thank you.
You're welcome, thank you. You did not have to get on your knees. That hurts.
เจ็บไหมเจ็บ
Huh?
ไม่เจ็บค่ะ
Okay. Oh, my hair, oh, it's just that, I don't color. This is my real hair. Yeah, I notice a lot of people here color hair. White, yeah, it's just white. That's just my color. I used to be dark. My hair was dark, like yours one time. But not anymore. Mine is dark. That's your hair. What color? I decided, I colored my hair one time and I thought, I'm done. No, because then I was having all this all the time. So,
Teacher said your real color, your hair
this is my real color.
is natural color.
Natural color.
Oh,
Yes, natural color.
it's a light snow.
And you have hair now. When I first met you, you didn't have any hair. You had shaved.
I
You
shave.
shaved?
I shave.
So,
Buddhist holiday we shave. On Buddhist
on
holiday we
Buddhist
shave.
holiday.
Every 2 months.
It's a good thing you have Buddhist holidays, then your hair would be down.
Every 2 months we shave.
You shave, okay. You must like this room better. It's warmer.
ไม่ใช่เดือนละ2 ครั้งเหรอคะ
ฮะ
เชื่ออันโดนวันคุณยาย
ไม่ต้องปรงผม
ครั้งหนึ่ง
because of the
2 เดือน
day
ครั้งหนึ่งห้ามเกินนะในบางวันก็จะ
yes
ประมาณ15 วัน
ทุกวันโกน
ใช่บางวัน
ของขึ้น
ทำเนี่ย
ของ
Roots,
ข้าง
and I
ขึ้น
don't
ใช่ไหม
like
เจ้า
roots,
คะ
and so
บางวัน
therefore
ก็
I
15 วันโกนทีหนึ่ง
that reason. I used to,
แต่ว่าดู
when I,
ที่
there
ไหน
was
ครั
one
บ
time when I did color
2
my
เดือน
hair, and I just,
ห้ามเกิน2 เดือนเจ้าค่ะ
so I just let it grow.
เพราะว่า
I have a very close
แฟน
friend
ก็
who used to
รักษา
color her hair, and then I said, Nancy, why don't you just let it go? Now she's completely white. She's white like I am. It didn't take that long either, but every time she'd go to have her hair cut, they would color it. But not anymore. So it's good.
it's not good for your
แบ
health
ตเตอรี่มันหมดเราก็เห็น
about
ให้นี่เราแบตเตอรี่ที่ชาร์จอยู่
Color their hair here. It's just
Say me
always
always.
ไม่มีอะไรท
if it to be nature the same
Yeah.
this is
Mr. Piu doesn't color his hair, or do you? Do you color your hair?
สีผมเขาสีผมแบบย้อม
Please, no, no.
Oh, you're
It's
just,
some point.
yeah, just natural.
Coconut oil.
Coconut oil.
ำ
Keeps it from growing gray. You don't have any gray in your hair. A little bit, but not very much. No.
Now have some gray. I do
Really?
a lot of brain.
Really?
Yeah, now I know. I look at the mirror. Oh, I see some gray hair.
You pull them out?
Not natural.
Not natural.
I use a lot of brain.
I like natural.
I like nature
And I don't cut my hair.
Oh.
I don't go, well, I cut it. I take scissors.
you say
Yeah. Because I cut. Because I don't want to be going to beauty shops back and forth. And when I'm traveling, I just don't want to feel that I have to keep up with my hair. I just let it go. And so when teacher Peter is here, I said, do you have
นี่
scissors?
คือที่ชาร์จ
And he said, yes, so he brought some little scissors over. So
เป็น
I
สีนี้ลงไม่เอาแล้ว
ที่จันนี่ยังมีข้าวปลา
ไม่ใช่ที่ชาร์จเดี๋ยวอันนี้จะชาร์จได้ตรงไหน